Megan, I feel like we talk about drop shot rigs a lot on Mark Fisher Outdoors.
I have heard the words quite a bit
Drop
now.
shot geometry and underwater Wednesdays with drop shots and things like that. But we're going to talk about drop shot knots today and which drop shot knot is my favorite knot to use. I've got a new favorite, to be honest.
Okay.
And there's a lot of options. We're going to go over how to tie a couple of the different options, and I'm going to share with you which one is my new favorite drop shot knot going into 2024. Stick around. We'll be back right after this.
Welcome back to Mark Fisher Outdoors. I'm Megan Fuller.
I'm Mark Fisher. How you doing, guys?
And I know you're really excited about these knots, but we have some housekeeping things we got to talk about. First off, please subscribe to the channel. We're having a lot of fun doing this. We want you guys to be involved, so push that subscribe button. And if you like what we're doing,
hit the button.
Hit the like button. And put in your comments. The more comments you do, the more like buttons I get to push. So please, we want all of your feedback. Also, public service announcement. Starting the week of Thanksgiving, right, Mark?
Yep.
Week of Thanksgiving. We are pushing our time back. Based on the analytics, more viewers are on YouTube closer to 6 than they are 4. So we decided to push our time back, and now our show will be airing at 6 every night, Monday through Friday.
And again, you can watch it anytime, guys. It's just that the time that we're going to release it would be at 6 o'clock rather than at 4 o'clock. Let's get to drop shot knots, because that was a lot of housekeeping. I appreciate you doing that, but let's get to talking about it. I've always used a standard Palomar knot. Very simple knot to tie, and the only adjustment that you have to make is you leave a longer tag end. The tag end ends up becoming your leader for your drop shot, and you're good to go. The new knot that I've just come into using a little bit is the new drop shot rig knot or D-rig knot. And I think there's some benefits to it. It might actually be a little bit simpler to tie. And the thing about the drop shot rig knot is that it keeps that hook exactly parallel to your line at all times. So I'm going to show you both of these, let you kind of make your decisions about which one you want to use the next time you're rigging up a drop shot. Let's get over to the desk and kind of walk through both of these. Guys, I'm using braided line on these, just that high-vis braided line so that you can kind of see the knots. Obviously, you're going to be using fluoro when you're using this in your fishing applications. Let's get over and take a look at it.
Okay.
So the first knot that I'm going to show you, Megan, is the Palomar knot, and we just take the line and we feed the line through the back side of the hook. We make the leader, we come back through the hook, so we've got a loop, and now what we're going to do is however long we want the drop shot leader to be, 3 feet, whatever it is, we make this leader that length. I'm not gonna do that here, but let's say we only wanted the leader to be this long. So that's, at that point, we take we just tie a normal Palomar knot, which is the loop comes through. So it's an overhand knot, and then we feed the hook through the loop, pull the tag end, and pull it down. And so now we've got our tag end, we've got our hook that remains in the upright position, meaning this is going to the fishing rod and this is going to the weight. And if we want to, we can always take the line, and then before we tie our weight, we come back through the eye of the hook. And you can do this with fluoro easier than the braid that I'm just using braid right now so that visually you can see it. But by feeding the line through, you always get that hook to stay in that upright position.
Okay.
Okay? So this is my new favorite drop shot rig knot. So again, I feed it through from the back end of the knot. I find out whatever amount of leader length I want. And once I do that, I'm just going to make a loop so that I've got my tag end and I've got a loop now where I need it. Now all I'm going to do is put my hook, I'm going to basically put my hook through that loop. 1, 2, 3. I'm basically spinning the hook inside of that loop, or twisting the line.
You're doing that 6 times, correct?
Right. And now, once I have that, all I'm going to do, keeping that straight, is I'm going to pull both ends tight. And you can see what I end up with. It's harder to do with braid, but what you end up with is the hook in between 2 sets of twists and it's completely, and it's right side up so that your bait can get put on like that, and you've got your leader side and your end going to your fishing rod.
Okay. So, Mark, do you have a new favorite now?
I'm gonna definitely try this drop shot rig knot out more because, like I said, it might be hard to break habits. The Palomar knot is my kind of go-to knot and a habit that I've had. But I do like the way that hook looks on the drop shot with the drop shot rig knot. So I'm gonna try that for sure. And I'd like other guys to give their comments and let us know what knots you use on your drop shot and kind of get some feedback, and we can kind of talk about that more in the comments section. Hope you guys found this interesting and try that out for sure. It's a really simple knot to tie, so either one is going to be very useful. Give that a shot, and we'll see you again tomorrow. We've got a very special Underwater Wednesday coming up. We are going to blow your minds with what you're going to see in Underwater Wednesday when we get in the pool. We'll see you again tomorrow, everybody. Take care.
Stay channeled.